Hello friends and fellow adventurers. We're going to start a new series here on Dwarrows. First thing we're going to do in this one, we are going to go through the tutorial in the first episode. So just to give you an idea of what I'm going to aim at, tutorial is about an episode in length, but it gives you a good overview of everything that you're going to learn and need to know for the remainder of it. And we'll get started on a new game here. Also, I'd like to thanks to the developers for a copy of the game. Let's call our place. We'll go with New Hodge. And we're going to call this character, you know what, we will call this character Hodge. And then we'll go with, we got a biography, but we're going to, I think we'll skip it. We got Libby. And we've got Magic. These are the names of our cats. Okay. An old keep remaining from a failed settlement attempt still stands in the Dusken Vale, a valley within the luscious and plentiful Dusken Woodlands. The Wood Elves begin their new settlement with this old keep as their base of operations. This village has been given the name of New Hodge. They await the arrival of an expert team from the Royal Company of Colonizers to assist them in recolonization. Now, I have played through the introduction and a little bit previously, and it's a nice introduction. It gives you a very good idea of what you're in for here. They did a good job of doing some animated little scenes here and stuff. A long time ago, the wee Wood Elves had a place they called home. It was the only place that they ever knew. Until one day, a disaster forced them to leave their homeland. With nowhere else to go, they wandered the lands of others in search of a new home, finding ways of adapting, working, and living peacefully with the peoples who hosted them. But still, none of this was ever truly a home. With the Wood Elves now spread across the world, they needed a home, now more than ever. The High Elf Queen Salacia, a great leader who ruled over an enormous commonwealth, saw the plight of the Wood Elves and used her skillful diplomacy to strike a deal with a people known as the Nabo. The Nabo had lots of lands and forests to spare that were just right for the wee Wood Elves. The Nabo were happy to welcome the Wood Elves as their new neighbors, for the Wood Elves, who were naturally good-natured, had created a shining reputation for themselves around the world from their travels. Queen Salacia knew that colonization was tough work, and a people who have been wandering for a very long time, road-weary and surviving, would need some help. So the Queen enlisted her best team to the task. With their combined ingenuity, work ethic, and propensity for kindness, they were set to take on the challenge. So you already get the sense, this is not a game where we're going to crack skulls. This is a game where we're going to build stuff. We're going to gather things and get on with making things better. Little opening screen, Dwarrows. I'm assuming that's how it's said, is Dwarrows. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it would be. I guess it could be Dwarrows, like arrows, but I think Dwarrows. I'm not sure. And there is the castle. You can see a nice animation style. It's not super detailed. It's detailed enough, which I like. So it keeps the game running really smoothly. The everything like the character movement and stuff is really nice. It feels tight. It doesn't feel laggy at all in any way, and yet it still looks quite good. So it's a nice balance between all the things. Queen Salacia. My royal subjects, if you are reading this letter, then we are pleased that you arrived safely at the Dusken Keep. Within our very vast empire, I went for Dracula there. Within our very vast empire, there are no explorers or colonizers more noble and capable than the three of you. We are a compassionate queen. The time has come for a wandering Wood Elves refugees to have a new land of their own. We have claimed the Dusken Vale Keep, built and abandoned in a previous colonization attempt with proper treatment from the native Nabo peoples. We have gifted the Wood Elves with the keep and the rights to these ancient lands so that they may rebuild and salvage their culture. Each of you were chosen for your own unique talents and skills. Together you have the ability to explore, gather, and build. All of these are skills necessary to conquer this foreign land and help the Wood Elves restore their own way of life. Professor Mooney, with his archaeological knowledge, will assist in understanding this ancient land. And Mayor Stick will help with recolonization efforts. We thank you for your efforts and wish you luck in your assignment. Her Majesty, Queen Salacia. It'll be interesting to see how this is as a colonization, recolonization narrative. I haven't, my brain's not digging into it yet. I haven't thought about the consequences of all this. Meierstick. Hey, you made it. Meierstick is a great name. You gotta have a big poster yourself. Gotta have some Lena Wertmuller glasses. She's got the look. Meierstick. Come in, step into my office, let's talk. And we cut into the character. Look at us. Whoa. Nice little character. He has the, we got his mayor, and mayor hanger honors, I guess. Outstanding, you've arrived. That's fantastic. On behalf of the Wood Elf Nation, I'd like to welcome you to Dusken Keep. I'm Meierstick, pleased to meet you. Listen, I'm a doer. Do you know what that means? That means I like to get things done, and I think you do too. You strike me as a doer. That's outstanding. Let's get to it. Let's get to business. Our first priority is to make sure the Wood Elves arrive in New Hodge Village safely and have a place to live. For this, we'll need the whole team. Professor Mooney has given us these artifacts. They are an ancient technology we don't quite understand, but I'm sure nothing bad will happen. They're called Talk Rocks. You like that name? I gave it that name. It's great. Professor Mooney and I each have one, so we'll be able to communicate with each other at a distance. Did I tell you that? That's what they do. You receive 3 Talk Rocks, 1 for each member of your team. According to Meierstick, these artifacts allow you to communicate with everyone on your team from any distance. Let's wrap this up. Take these to your colleagues. Start with getting Libby her Talk Rock. Looks like she's just outside my office. Thanks for coming in. And we've been dismissed on our way. So let's go see where Libby is. There's Libby. Libby, let's give her a Talk Rock. Okay, now we are Libby. Hey there, it's Meierstick. I see you got your Talk Rock in one piece. That's outstanding. Glad to hear it, so let's get to it. I hear you're great at fixing things, a real master mechanic. Would you do me a favor? We got Libby's repair hammer. With her hammer, Libby can repair anything. She's a maverick with a hammer, as some say. I don't know if I've ever referred to someone as a maverick with a hammer. Doesn't a maverick suggest she's a bit of like a wild card? She's like going to do something crazy, like just smash a wall? Or maybe she's just a go-getter. I don't know. Climb up on the castle tower over there and fix that broken beacon using your hammer. It will come in real handy when anyone gets lost in the forest. Okay. They can look up to see the beam and they'll know how to get back into town. Great idea, right? I thought of that. We'll talk more once you're done. Thanks. I've also patented that idea, and if anyone else... I feel like that's what the mayor would do. They might be like, we're going to charge the beam. When people look at the beam, we're going to charge them a fee. It's just going to come straight out of the bank account. It's going to be like cryptocurrency, except it's not. It's going to be something I invented. It's going to be called shtick currency. Bit shtick. That's what we'll call it. Yeah. Everyone will owe me all their money. I am sure the mayor is a kindly mayor and not a kleptocrat. Whoa. Okay. Now the first time I did this, I did fall off, which is absurd, because it's not like this is hard 3D platforming here. Gotta just take my time. Not get too... Whoa! Doing our mad assassin jumps. And up we go. Let's do this. Let's fix this thing. Okay. So we gotta select our hammer. Oh, there we go. Cycle the equipment tool, using that. The first time I wasn't sure how to do it. I just hit buttons until it worked. And then when you right trigger to smash it. Perfect. So they've done a great job. I mean, like, really everything is explained. There we go. There's our beacon. And I didn't have to climb back down, because that's the worst in games. Meierstick, outstanding, you did it. Listen, that's great. Thanks a lot. That will come in handy when for the townsfolk when they arrive, and also for your companions when you're out in the woods. Foreman Ike has been looking around for you. He would like to go over some schematics with you for the new town structures. Head over to the drafting table and have a chat with Foreman Ike. So we just got to talk with him. Alright, let's go see Foreman Ike. He's not here. He's near this mysterious glowing orb that we'll find out more about later. It's a spoiler, it's our transportation network. Foreman Ike. How's it going, boss? Name's Foreman Ike. We don't need no chit-chat. Let's do what we're good at and start talking about building, eh? We're going to need to have some of that, whatchamacallit, infrastructure ready for when the people start showing. From what I hear, there's already a lot of them out camping out in the woods waiting for us to get to work. Let's build one of those tents and that garden plot for farming. We got your blueprint drafting table all set up the way you like it, so you can get the orders of, give the orders of where to put the structures, but we're going to need resources to build it, so let me just talk rock that burly fella, because I hear he's real good at that stuff. Alright, so... Bloop, bloop, bloop. We are, yo, it's Foreman Ike here. Working with your buddy Libby, and we're going to need some stuff before we can start building. Can you do us a solid and use your wood axe on some of the collie trees? Them's are the ones with the white barks, you see, the best wood in the forest, and use your pickaxe to mine gold. Finally, you can use your pickaxe again to mine stone. We need 240 wood, 20 stone, and 170 gold. Thanks for your help, boss. It's the best when people just call you boss, like unsolicited. Hey, boss, you want to clean that cat litter? It's like, I feel like I'm going to be asked to do something unpleasant. Alright, let's whap these collie trees, as he called them. I don't know how much wood we get for them. Oh. Wallop, wallop, wallop. There we go. I like it. I like that we auto-collect inventory. I don't have to pick any of that up. It pings right into our inventory there. That's very nice. Out of curiosity, can I walk away from it? Or do I have to be... Yeah, I think it all auto-collects. I like that. Yeah, from what I gathered so far, in just the use of everything, I feel like they've learned a lot from all of the other games in the, you know, this sort of a genre. I mean, it reminded me a little bit of Cloudcatcher, or Yonder, Cloudcatcher Chronicles, a little bit of My Time at Portia, a little bit of a lot of things. I think as the game goes on, it develops its own kind of sensibilities, and I think we're going to start seeing those come out. I like the very simplified inventory system up the top there. Like, everything's really big. I like that. It's chunky. It tells you where you're at, what you need, what you got. I found it very intuitive. I like that. Especially when doing Let's Plays on new games. It's always a delight when I don't have to guess too much or think. Too busy talking. And it's always, it's like when you're paying attention and you're being told, you're like, yes, perfect. There wasn't any weird missing steps. There's no like unobvious things. So far, I found it's actually all super intuitive. Now, I can't remember how much he said I needed for. I think I need more stone. Now, with those gold, do we just get gold? I guess so. We might need more trees. I feel like he said 240 of something. So let's swap our thing here and let's murder this tree. I mean, take this tree back to do some wonderful crafting with it. To repurpose the tree, if you will. There we go. Great, those are the resources we need for now. Thanks. Now that we have the resources we need, head over to that drafting table and show me where to construct the first tent for New Hodge Village. Okay. Let's do it. I keep expecting it to be A, but it's not. It is, it's Y, which is, it's fine. Oh, we can't build it there. Okay. There we go. Okay, now where should I build a plot to plant food? Okay, let's do that. And we're going to put this right beside it. So, look, nice building interface. So I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to put it right there as it allows us to. So, okay, all done. Now that we have somewhere to grow food and a few beds to sleep in, we're going to invite a few people into the town. If you find anyone out there, be sure to invite them in. So we're going to be inviting people in. Hey there, it's me again. I've spoken with Libby and she seems like she's set up and now acquainted with the Foreman Ike, but I can't seem to get a hold of Magic. Listen, I don't mean to micromanage, but have you given him the talk rock yet? I think I saw him bringing some firewood at your campfire just outside my office. Mind getting it to him now? Thanks. You're a real star of this operation. Couldn't do without you. Mwah. Love ya. Kisses. It'll be air kisses and air hugs. You're the best. High five. Air high five. I'm not going to touch you. I mean, you've been working with your hands. I'd say it's disgusting, but, you know, you've been working with your hands. You're all dirty. Also, you're, I don't know, what, you're a troll? I'm not sure what we are. We're like a Viking, really. Hi, Magic. Professor Mooney's looking for you. He's heard what a storied treasure hunter you are, and he's excited to work with you. Do me a favor and pay him a visit, will you? He won't stop asking me when you're coming in. This character reminds me of, if you played any of the Uwe Rosenberg games, like Caverna. It made me think of the Caverna, I don't know if they're trolls or what they are. In the dwarves? Maybe that's what it is. A dwarven? Whatever the mythical creature. And, yeah, that's totally what it made me think of. Oh, hi, you're Magic. I know I wouldn't Know your face anywhere. Big fan. My name is Professor Mooney. I'm the foremost leading expert of treasure acquisition identification. I'm really excited to show you an artifact we found already. I've studied it with zealous curiosity while you and your companions were en route here. You received the treasure diviner. Mayor Stick gave it that name. The tool has a sense for hidden treasures. When it's glowing red, you're going the right way. When it starts pulsing energy, you're getting close. This wonderful little dude has a Bonafide treasure detector. It's difficult for me to use, and I dare say that few possess the athleticism or keen instinct for such things as you. So go ahead, give it a try. See if you can find anything. Okay, so we're going to want to select it, and we're going to raise it up. So when we are going in the right direction, it starts glowing like mad, like this. And okay, we're going to just jump right over that fence. Okay, and then there we go. Now it's pulsing. So we didn't get the right kind of pulsing. It goes from being kind of icy cool to warmer, warmer, warmer. You're getting warmer. Still warmer. Still warmer. Oh, you're getting hot now. You're getting hot. You're just about red hot. There, you're red hot. You're red hot. There it is. Pretty straightforward. Got ourselves some treasures. What do we got here? Jackpot. So we got some mysterious things and some gold. Splendid, you found something then. Gold. The mayor and the foreman will be absolutely thrilled. That will surely help our building efforts. Couldn't help but overhearing. I'd be thrilled. Also, I overheard everything. What I mean is I was listening in. I'm glad everything is going well and that you know how to use the treasure diviner. I gave it that name, by the way. Listen, I've already contacted your companions and we've agreed that we all need to come in for a meeting. Let's meet us back in our office. What does the baker sell? Why does the baker sell yeast? To raise dough. That's a joke, a little humor for you to break the ice. That's Management 101. I wrote the book on that. It's great. I'll sign a copy for you before you go. Let's table that for now and let's talk about why I called you all here. There is a cave not far from here if you follow the path. It was all walled up with a giant rock, but we were able to blow it up with a bomb we imported. Very expensive. As Professor Mooney expected, the cave is not a natural formation. It looks like an ancient tunnel. We haven't gone inside yet because it might be very dangerous. Who knows what's down in there? That's why we're leaving it to the experts, you three. But I realize that you only just arrived and all this is very sudden. I understand that you may want a chance to stretch your legs or explore around a little bit. If you want to gather resources, build some town structures, look for treasure, it's all great too. Oh, and if you come across any campers out in their wilderness, be sure to invite them to join New Hodge. All three of you should have the folders that I made up for you. I'm such an A-type personality. They'll contain all the info that you will need to go about your business, so be sure to check these out. We'll see the overview menu for your information. Okay. Whenever you're ready, you can head down to the cave. There's no rush. And I think, oh, Dusken Keep stones discovered. So that was what we found there. So let's check it out. So that's, this is going to be our teleporter system. So once we find some points, we can teleport around. Now, let's see here. Let's check out what we have. So this is we're a tier 1 town. Population of 0. So nothing going on. Shows our resources, earnings, all that. Journal. Tells us about the ancient tunnel. There we go. It gives us our things. It tells what we need to do, I guess. Tells us what we got to do in New Hodge. I actually build a new home. So what does this mean specifically? Okay, we got to find people. That's it. Town structures. We don't. That's all. It shows us what we have. Citizens. Here's our inventories. Here's what we've got going on. Each of us. Give a little hero abilities. That's kind of nice. So it shows our agility, luck, trainer level, run speed, eyesight, and what we've got attached. And we currently have no pets. Pets! Yes! Pets are good. So that is it for the start. And at this point, we get to just basically stretch our legs, run out here, and go and see what's outside the village. So there's a pathway that's going to lead us over to this tunnel, and there's a whole pile of other stuff around the edging here. So what we'll probably do next episode, now that we've kind of gone through the learning curve here, we're going to get out there, enjoy some wilderness, try not to sneeze too much from the allergies, and we're going to get to find out how everything works. And we get to continue doing this where we toggle between the 3 characters, using each character's abilities to do the thing. So we've got the builder, we've got the doer, we've got the magician, the wizard. Oops, sorry, I totally didn't mean to kick over your vase. I'm sure it was not expensive. Everything will be good. Everything's gonna be good. Watch out, coming through with an axe. Giant axe. I like the setup. I like a lot of what this game is attempting to do. I like this use of 3 players. It feels very board gamey to me. Just some of the ideas, and I really like it. Also, it's probably just because this character reminds me of a board game character. It got me thinking about board games. Yes, we'll have a feast for Odin later. It will be good. So, yeah, I think that's about it. Well, again, I feel like we'll be doing a few more episodes. I'm not sure how far. I haven't gone far into the game, so I really don't know what depth we have. It seems like there's a fair bit to do. At the minimum, though, we're going to be doing a few more, and hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the series. If you've played it or tried it out early on, or were involved in the Kickstarter, let me know what your thoughts have been so far. And we will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.